Hello, once again, ladies and gentlemen of the N12s. Welcome to the Chi Show. I'm Chi, bringing you some gaming news and stuff. We got a good bit of stuff to cover, so let's go ahead and jump straight into it. Randy Pitchford has confirmed through Twitter that they are indeed working on a new Borderlands 2 character. They're also working on DLC to raise the level cap. So that should be pretty awesome when it hits, hopefully very soon. I would really like to have a new Borderlands 2 character. I'd encourage you guys to check out Xbox Live Swagfest so you can win one of 5 custom Xbox 360s. These are 4GB custom 360s coming in the flavors of Tomb Raider, Gears of War Judgment, Bioshock Infinite, Game of Thrones, and Splinter Cell Blacklist. I'll post a link to that so you can see how to enter and possibly win one of those custom 360s. Speaking of Splinter Cell Blacklist, it's probably coming to the Wii U, at least according to a couple of job postings recently. This is pretty good news for the Wii U and not very surprising considering Ubisoft has actually been supporting the Wii U pretty well. Square Enix has filed a trademark for Deus Ex Human Defiance. Now this could be a new game, or it could be tied to the recently discovered announced Deus Ex movie. No clue yet, but as soon as I know, I will let you guys know. In other Square Enix news, Final Fantasy X HD is rumored to be released this June, and the graphics are said to look like Final Fantasy XIII. So that's a pretty big update in graphics quality there. And I'm pretty excited about it. I know a lot of people really love Final Fantasy X. So hopefully that rumor's true and we'll be getting it this June. Terraria is set to get a retail package in addition to a digital download via the PSN on May 23rd in Japan. Terraria hits Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network in the United States on March 27th. The next batch of PlayStation All-Stars DLC is set to hit March 19th, and we're getting a couple of new characters in addition to a new stage. The first new character is Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. In addition to that, we are getting Zeus from God of War, and the crossover stage will be a mix between Medieval and The Unfinished Swan. There's a new PlayStation Network program that started now and will continue all the way through March, where if you spend $50 on the PlayStation Network, you'll get $10 back. Now, this is like an incremental $50, so you spend $100, you get $20, $150, you get $30. But you have to pass that 50 threshold. So 99 will only get you 10 back. I think that you actually get the return back in April when the promotion ends. So check that one out if you like to spend a lot of money on the PlayStation Network. StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm trailer is out and features a very angry Kerrigan. It also features some awesomeness because it looks amazing. Arma 3 Alpha is set to start March 5th. You can go pre-order now, and I think you get into the Alpha if you pre-order. In addition to that, there will be a free version of the Alpha on March 14th. But you have to be invited to that. So people who are already in could invite you in. Mass Effect 3 Reckoning DLC is out, and rundown of the characters we got. Some of them we previously reported on and were correct. We got the Geth Juggernaut, Female Turian Biotic, also the Alliance Infiltration Unit, a Krogan Warlord Sentinel, and a Human Mercenary. The Human Mercenary has like a tech bow and some weird stuff. So go check that one out and let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these new classes. You can also let me know in the comments below what you think about Google Glass. The IGN actually has a pretty good write-up you can go check out. I'll put a link in the description. The WarZ has made its return to Steam, so if you were interested in checking that out through Steam, there you go. Resident Evil 6 Siege Mode is coming next week to Xbox Live on the 5th and the PlayStation Network on the 6th. THQ has confirmed that its remaining assets will be sold and expects to be done with that by mid-May. The recently released Persona 2 Eternal Punishment is not currently compatible with the PlayStation Portable or the Vita, though there is a fix in the works, and they said worst case it should take a few weeks. So hopefully they'll get that one done pretty quick. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is available for the Vita, and there's a God of War Ascension demo you can go check out on the PlayStation Network. Monday we talked about AMD teasing Tress FX, and it has been revealed and actually is in use on the PC version of Tomb Raider. What it does is it manages each strand of hair to allow it to react to external stimulus such as gravity, etc., in a realistic manner. So it's physics for hair, which is what we kind of predicted there. It actually looks really amazing in Tomb Raider, so definitely check that out. And this would actually sway me to pick up Tomb Raider on PC if I was going to get it on console. Telltale Games has teased more Walking Dead content to come before Season 2, which is pretty good considering Season 2 is a good bit away. And I'm pretty excited to see what content they will release in between Seasons 1 and 2. There's a leaked poster for Assassin's Creed 4, which kind of confirms that it is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Sails. We also got some information in regards to Black Sails, such as the main character being Edward Kenway, and that it's set in Caribbean. Respawn Entertainment has said they will be attending E3 this year, and they will not be showing up empty-handed. Now, Respawn Entertainment is made up of the former heads of Infinity Ward, and we have no idea what they're working on. On to some news covering the next gen. Microsoft has been grabbing up even more Xbox Gold domains. There's actually a bunch of them they grabbed up. That could deal with the new Xbox, or it could be some kind of rebranding of Xbox Live. There's really no telling at the moment. There's also another rumor saying that EA and Microsoft could be teaming up for a content partnership. Now, this is more than likely going to mean something like timed exclusives for Battlefield DLC, as opposed to them actually getting a game exclusives, because EA really doesn't do that too often anymore. Speaking of EA, they did have a recent PlayStation 4 type meeting that was like an audio meeting you could check out. And here's a semi-recap, because there really wasn't too much exciting there. First was that they were excited for the PlayStation 4, and they had a few talks about what their CTO said, and everyone being excited for the PlayStation 4 and it being a leap forward and everything. They also did say that there will be new IPs coming to these next-gen platforms, and that more games will have microtransactions because consumers love it. So there you go on that one. Expect more microtransactions in your EA games. Sony has said there will be more PS4 announcements coming throughout the year, which is not surprising at all. Kind of want to keep that press level and everything up. Remote play with the Vita will run at the handheld's native resolution, and there will be no encoding involved, which is pretty good news there. We got a rumor that the PlayStation 4 CPU will run at 2 GHz, not the 1.6 that was available to dev kits and everything. So I'm curious to see how true that rumor is. The last thing we're going to cover is AMD and them selling the PlayStation 4 GPU. Not specifically the PlayStation 4 GPU, but a cut down version of the PlayStation 4 GPU. Now they said this will come later this year without the Sony tech. In case you didn't know, the PlayStation 4's GPU is a combination of AMD tech and Sony tech. AMD has said it will not have the same number of cores and computational power, etc., etc. What's exciting about this is it'll be the first time we'll really get to see something that's like in a console or was sold to a console maker, like available for consumer use. Like you see a lot of articles out there right now where you can build something similar or better, or build a PlayStation 4, but it's not entirely accurate because you're not actually using what the PlayStation 4 is using. So with this, you would actually be very similar, and it also allows us to see how much customization Sony did to this APU, and we can see if console makers have been kind of BSing us all these years. So look forward to that one. The most interesting thing I actually thought was AMD talking about how the chip that they built for Sony, or worked with Sony on, was the most powerful APU they've ever done. So that translates pretty well for this one that they're going to release later this year, and hopefully they'll make a good bit of money off of that one. And that's pretty much all I have for today. You can click over here to watch previous news videos. You can click over here to watch Chrono myself play some Mario and fail epically at it. You can click down here to hit the like button, which is greatly appreciated, and to subscribe, which is also appreciated. You can follow me on Twitter at AngelKora and talk to me there, and more likely to respond to you there than other places. I try to get back with you guys on the comments, which you can leave below on PlayStation 4 news, on the APU from AMD, and on anything else covered in today's video. And I will see you guys on Friday.